Hey guys, Blackout Bill here. Today we're going to be doing a series on the 9.9. This is an 82. We're going to take the power head off and do some preventative maintenance because this is my best motor I got. Preventative maintenance, I've never touched this motor. Bought it running, bought it great. It's been a gem ever since the day I got it. I want to keep it that way. So I'm going to touch it and ruin it. Just kidding. We're going to take the power head off. It's not that bad. You guys can do this. Now, come on to the lower half of the motor and take out these 6 3/8 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 3 on the other side. Now, if you have an electric start motor, looks like one of my ground leads is to this front bolt. So just pay attention to that. And then I have my bolts lined up here, so I know which one goes where. I believe they're all the same. I'm going to look at them right now, and they're not. Back bolts are the shortest. All right, here's the difference. This is the back. This is the middle. It's a little bit shorter. And the front ones are short as well. So your long bolts are going to go in the middle. Your short one's going to go front and back. As with most outboard jobs, your best bet is to just take the hood off. Take your bolts, put them in there so you don't lose everything. You could also bag and tag everything so you don't mistrace the bolts. For this job specifically, the bolts are really in only one place they could go. You can always just come back to this video to look at what bolt goes where. Just click the like button, and if you're not subscribed, why not? Bolts in the bucket. In order to get some clearance, I'm taking off the idle control knob, little screwdriver pry forward. Took off the air breather box, a couple screws and some bolts. The air breather box will come out. I also would like to pull out the shift choke lever. And then that little metal, there's a little metal bracket on top of the car. Now the 3 block mounting bolts can be a little tricky. The one by the starter side, right here, is pretty easy, 7/16. The one in the front is a little underneath the pull start, so you're gonna have to remove that. That's not hard, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. This one's the trickiest. So what I ended up doing was pull the fuel pump. It's the 2 that are on the block. There's 4 screws, 2 hold the pump, 2 hold the pump to the block, 2 hold the pump together. So you undo your screws, pull the fuel pump out of the way. Now, some of you that don't have starts won't have to worry about this. If you have the electric start, the rectifier is like here. So take this 7/16 bolt out right here, and then just push it up, pull it up out of the way. And that will reveal your bolt, which is way down there. See if we can get a shot of this. There it is, right there. See my pointers? Right there. So that bolt there. So when you pull this up, gives you plenty of access. I used a universal joint on a small 1/4 inch 7/16. And that got right to it. Very easy, not that hard at all. Here's how I get the pull start out. I pull the start rope out a little bit. I pinch it down on the metal tab, the rope and the tab with some vice grip. And then you take a 14 or 9/16 and you're gonna take this bolt out. When you take the bolt out, you wanna come up on the bolt, but you don't wanna take the bolt up. You wanna keep the bolt in. If you keep the bolt in and push down on it, once it's out, you can kind of feel it start to wiggle. You should be able to remove the entire assembly in one piece, okay? It won't pop out on you as long as the bolt stays through the whole assembly. So you just push your bolt through, nice and flush, everything stays flat. Then you get a nut, you put it on the end of there, this thing stays together, nothing comes unwinds, bada bing, bada boom. Blackout Bill's got some tips. And now we can get that last 7/16 bolt, and this power head should be ready to come up. On the electric start models, you're gonna have 1 lead going here. You gotta undo that lead. 2 going to your start switch. I removed mine and bypassed it. There's another video of me showing you how to do that and why I did it. And then the 3rd lead goes to your rectifier. You can just disconnect that right from here. And then you'll have to disconnect the kill switch wires up front. This is one ground for your other 1 kill wire. The other ground is going into the plug. It's up to you. You're gonna have to cut the wires, redo the button. You can, I mean, it's there you go. Or just take the badly butt connected wire and just undo it. Now the kill wires are separated. Okay, and then you gotta pop the screw that holds this little shift lock block out. Pull that out, and the power head should be loosened. You may have to pry it, you may have to jiggle it, wiggle it. You can do the Brandon's Garage method. You come in here, you pull this rubber down without breaking it. I use a screwdriver. Try to use something a little bit more flatter and sharper. And right above this lip here, you push in and down, and you can bang on it to slide something in between the power head and the gasket, and it should free it up. There she is. Again, it's not hard. Really, the hardest part is disconnecting the stupid electrical connections. Alright, and again, why am I removing the power head? I want to get to the thermostat. Really? That's it? But I also wanted to check the rubber tube grommet, the water tube grommets. These go bad a lot. My thermostat's at the bottom. I wanted to work on the motor with it out. I want to clean it up a little bit, give her the proper treatment, take the carburetor off for the first time. In doing that, we could also clean up the pan a little bit, make this motor like real pretty so next season the boys get shocked. Alright guys, that's how we remove the power head on the 9.9. Works for the 15s. Again, 72 through 90 something, almost virtually the same. Stay tuned for part 2. We're gonna work on the thermostat. You don't have to remove the power head. Good luck trying to find a video on how to do this job without removing the power head. But as you see, it's not that hard. So we're gonna take the thermostat out, we're gonna change that. Spritzer, painter, make her look pretty. So stay tuned for part whatever. Appreciate you guys as always. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you in the next video.